All right, everybody, how's it going? So, today I am going to start a new series with Satisfactory. Now, I've been wanting to play this game for years. I think it's been in my wish list for, I think, since it came out, because, yeah, this game has always intrigued me, but just never got around to playing it. And when 1.1 came out, started watching more videos on it, and I thought, okay, I need to start playing this game. Now, I am a complete noob at this, but I'm not that new. So I did probably get it a couple weeks ago, and I've been kind of playing it on and off to kind of learn, how to play it. One of the biggest issues I have is I haven't played a lot of PC gaming since, oh God, early 90s, mid 90s. And then I really got into consoles because consoles kind of took over for a long time, and I've been playing consoles for probably the last 20 years. And well, consoles have kind of killed themselves off, right? I mean, they're not exactly the best thing in the world anymore, it seems like. So, with that being said, I decided to get back into PC gaming. Now, my PC is not the best. I built it a few years ago, and I really wish I could upgrade it, but right now, PC prices to build a PC again would be so dang expensive. I mean, my PC cost me like less than $800 for everything, and but it's already considered old technology. So you might see issues with the game, freaking out and doing stupid things. But yeah, I have played this though. I do have quite a few. Well, I got to about tier 3 to kind of figure the game out, and it's a very addicting game. But the one thing that the people on YouTube that stream this game and play this game all the time is they don't tell you how much grinding there is in this game. There's a lot of grinding in this game, especially in the early game, and there's a lot of just BS you got to get through. So you're gonna see a lot of that. And once again, because I'm so new at this, um, I will make a lot of mistakes. I fully accept that I'm going to make mistakes, but I'm hoping I can help out new game players, people that have been playing it for a while. Please give me tips if you see me doing something stupid. There is a couple of things I do want to mention. I am going to play with passive animals because, hold on, because when I was trying to play this the normal way, which I think is just default, um, I kept dying all the time from the stupidest things. Like I would be concentrating trying to build something, and all of a sudden I'd look at I'd be looking at one of the websites or something, and it was like I'd go back to my screen and I was dead. And oh my god, that drives me absolutely crazy. Now, granted, they say that that's not supposed to be part of the game, right? Is the whole they have it on here, but it's a pain. And also, I'm gonna keep my inventory. I already dealt with the dead with having the crates, and it was a nightmare. But the nice thing is though is even though you can put this to passive, the mobs will still spawn in, which means you can still get all of your stuff to need to play the game. So if you played a game like Minecraft and you play on passive, the mobs don't spawn, and you need mobs to craft a lot of great things. I mean, I don't even know if you can actually beat Minecraft without having mobs enabled. So, but at least this game, you can have it set to passive, and the mobs just won't attack you, but you can still kill them and get your DNA stuff that you need from them. Poison, though, obviously the plants will still attack you and stuff like that, and you get poison. But that's really the only two things I'm gonna set here. Everything else is gonna be pretty much standard gameplay. I am using a small screen here. I don't know how that changed. I think I shrunk my window on accident one of these days. But yeah, if you see anything I should probably change or help me out in the future, let me know. I'd love to hear your points and tips. But like I said, that's the main thing I'm doing. Everything else is going to stay the same. You know, who wants to play with this? I have no idea. The spiders in this game, I don't have an issue with spiders, but the spiders in this game Like I came across my first like alpha spider or whatever in the game, and it was like, oh my god, I'm done with this already. But yeah, so I am going to show you guys the complete start. You know, I'm not going to skip anything. This is just going to be me playing. Now, in the future, what I think I might start doing is doing live streams during the day, and then I'll cut those up into like long plays, and then I'll probably make like a third version, which would be like the, you know, 15, 20, 30 minute video of just like the highlights. I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think, if that's uh, what you guys want to see. And like I said, I am going to start completely from scratch. We we are not going to do anything. We're not going to skip anything. I'm going to do everything from the beginning. When I first played this, my first playthrough, well, not a playthrough. I was barely into tier three. That's how much I got into this game. So I was playing here in the desert. I'm going to start in the grassy field for this one. And we are going to call this Terra del Fricker. And I am not going to skip the onboarding. Let me turn the noise back on for you guys. Let me know if it's too loud. Sometimes I can't tell if it's too loud or not. But yeah, let's go ahead and start from scratch. Ready? Let's go.
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the Artificial Directory and Assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected
Oh,
use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni-situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable. Congratulations. You are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB-B, in the binary system of Akicha. Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding. First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fix-It procedure and equip the Fix-It Ink Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone. Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
This game is so beautiful. I'm sorry, but it really is. There's just so many ambient noises and stuff. Oh yeah, we got it to 7. Yay.
Next objective, use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
There is a yellow slug right next to me. Bunch of poison surrounding it, though. So, yeah, the first point of this game is to find a good area to start your starter base, which, once again, can be quite the nightmare. Now, remember, I'm still trying to learn how to use a keyboard and mouse to play these games, so you will see me do a lot of stupid things. So, yeah. So, let's go find our iron. Now, I have not discovered this part of the map on my own. So, there's a bunch right there. Wow, there's a bunch. Oh, I don't have the map. I'm all sitting here trying to hit M. So there's 3 of them all really close together. So I say we go that way. Yeah, so another thing you want to start doing too is because you're going to be living on biomass for a lot of this game, is you just pick up every single weed that you can pick up. Because you're going to need so much of this. And like I said, this is where I didn't realize how much of a grindy game this was by doing all this. I tell you, this game, though, is just downright beautiful. I'm just trying to pick up everything because, like I said, I know we're going to need all this later. Am I going the right way? Oh, they're right there. Oh. So we do have sandstone, or limestone, that's good. Oh, I want to get some of those berries so I can start getting doggos. So when I was playing on that other...
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
So when I was playing on that other land, it was really hard to find doggos, but they give you so much cool stuff, so that's definitely on the priority list. I mean, in this episode or video, the main thing is going to try to be get through stage 1. Now, see how the monsters don't attack, but the nice thing is I can still spend forever trying to hurt you. Come on. And then I can still get my stuff.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Okay, now those are normal. Now is there... So this is lime... Oh, that's impure. So we might have to go a little further, because I don't know if that's going to work for me. I wish I could get these. I don't know if I can. I make that jump? You gotta be kidding me. I told you. You're gonna see me do a lot of stupid things. I wasn't holding the shift down. Let's try again. Oh my god, and then I go backwards. But that's a nice find, a blue slug right away.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
I'm really curious about those ones. Let's go check out those other ones real quick. Because, I mean, this is a fine start through. But let's just see if there's something better.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for fix-it to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
So what do we have here? Impure. That's not going to work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with impure nodes. It's just you kind of put yourself on the back foot way too quickly in the game because you just do not get the same quality of materials. Whatever. Like I said, the first part of this game is definitely a lot of trial and error, a lot of trying to figure stuff out. That's impure. That's impure. I don't think it scans. No, those are them. So I think we're just going to have to start off with those and hopefully find better ones later. Oh, hi. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but you definitely hear like a certain sound when you come across these. And if you're playing with headphones on, you really hear it. And I don't have... What is... Oh, there's a Mercer sphere, which come in handy later in the game. What are you doing? But like I said, a lot of this game is a lot of grinding. So I think that's just where we're going to start, is down here. Oops. Because we do have limestone. impure. But we do have normal. Normal's fine, and there's 3 of them, so that's good. That's normal. There was something up there. And this was a lot of impure. Where did that other... I thought I saw like an iron vein. Oh, we'll just get that now too.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Oh, that's just regular iron. Now, I think there was a iron or copper, I want to say. I'm just going to go ahead and get this copper here, because then we can scan it in the... when we build the MAM. That'll make it easier to find. I think there is one up here, though. I thought I saw it when we were up on that hill. I mean, you don't want to mine too much of this stuff to start off with, because you don't have a lot of storage to start off with. I mean, when you're starting the game off with, and as you can see, there's nothing in my storage. So I'm going to have to continue with the next part of the game here before I get too carried away. I was just hoping to find... there was a doggo, but it's too early to play with the doggo. Oh, there's a bunch of poison. I mean, here's water. There's a bunch of poison. Oh, look at that. Can I even open it? Nope. I'll probably forget that that's there. One of the things I notice about this game is you forget sometimes that you have stuff right next to you. And there's a Mercer spear up there. Those become very valuable near the end of the game. Or the next part of the game, because then you can do the depots and stuff. Impure. Impure. Ooh, that's going to take damage. Oh, it didn't. Okay, so we're just going to start here with these 3. Which will at least get me started in the early gameplay. So the first thing you have to do is knock these off.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
So we need to build the hub. So we're just gonna dump this. As you can see, nothing is done yet. Now, one thing I didn't know about playing this is if you hit H, you can actually just let it sit there and figure out where you actually want it. And the nice thing is you can always move it, and you don't lose any of your... Let's just build it.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1.
Right, so let's go to our hub here. Upgrade 1 is basically we need 10 iron rods. Which, of course, once again, this game is such a grinder. You don't have anything to start with. So to make 10 rods, I don't even know if I have enough iron to do that. So yeah, you got to do a lot of grinding. 8, 9. So now we got 11 of them. So we can select that. Am I missing something here? Oh, you gotta craft them first. So we got 11 of those. We'll go here. Upgrade.
Hub Upgrade 1, storage and frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2.
So something we need to do. Like when I first started playing this game, I spent like the first 4 or 5 hours just totally lost because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't realize you had to build a lot of things. And trying to play this game without knowing that was very confusing. But yeah, there is a lot of grinding in this game, so I hope you're ready for some grinding here. Oh, stop. So, like, I didn't know you had to build this. I need 3 more pipes. Iron plates? And I'm just going to put this right here for now. Everything's going to get moved later. When you first start playing this game, you just kind of build things wherever you want. So we need to make a miner. Now the cool thing is you can open this and then you can add it to your to-do list. And so if I edit the to-do list and say I want to get, let's just say 10 of these. So I need 20 and 40. So I already know I don't have enough to do that. So once again, we're just going to grind a little bit. And I just want to get these miners going. I probably should have done 15 because I could put, I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Oh. Okay, so I need 20 and 40. And in case you're wondering, so iron plates takes 3 ingots, and this is basically 1 for 1. So for every iron ingot we make, and this is 1 for 1. So to get 40, I already know I don't have enough because that's just going to cover the iron rod situation. And I need about 60. So we need about 100. Now this game does involve a lot of math. If you're not good at math, which most people aren't anymore, you know, use a calculator and definitely use all the online tools that are available. There are so many amazing websites that'll help you with this game. But right now we're just going to be grinding away here, picking some rocks. Like I said, they don't tell you about this when you're watching everybody else play this game. You know, they make it look so easy just flying through here, and a lot of these people like know the map and everything, so they know where all the good stuff is. But like I said, I want to start off like I'm brand new because I still am. I mean, so let's go ahead and grind out some iron plates here. I mean, basically the ore is absolutely useless. So, yeah. So there's our 20 iron plates, but we still need the rods, though, and the rods are going to take away from our ingot supply. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and do the rods. I'm just going to use them all up because I can just go mine some more if I need to. And now we need 8 more of these. And this tells you right here how many you can actually make. That's what these numbers mean. This is how many ingots you can make. That's how many plates you can make. So we can make enough of these now. And I'll just go ahead and make extra because it doesn't hurt to make extra. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and craft our miners, which I think, oh, I can do a lot more than I originally wanted. I wanted to do 10, so let's just do 10 real quick. And that way we can really get this iron going. And we might set up the limestone one too, just for giggles and you-know-whats. And so, like, something else I didn't know is that you actually had to put these in your hands. Like, I was, like, sitting here for, like, hours trying to figure this out. It was so frustrating. Now, I don't know why there's only, like, certain areas you can place these. Maybe somebody can help me out with that. But I just go ahead and each one of these can hold about 100. I'm just going to dump them all down here. Like I said, I could have set one on the limestone just to get limestone going. Where are we at with our upgrade situation? Oh yeah, we do get a storage unit finally. I'm going to go ahead and dump valuable stuff in there. And we don't need anything to do with that yet. So what do we need to do? So let's select this. So we need 20 and 10. Now these only hold 100, these miners, so they will stop mining after they hit 100, which is fine. So we need 20 and 10, which means we're probably going to need 40. When this says 40, we should have enough for both. Should. No, that's 3, isn't it? I think I'll do 50. Because once again, these are 1 for 1, but these are 3 for 2. So if we just get the 10 out of the way, I'll just do more. Why not? When you're just starting off, just grind it out. Don't be afraid to grind it out. I mean, this is literally what the beginning of this game is like, is a lot of grinding. But I think it's kind of fun. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. So that should be enough for upgrade number 2. And if you just double click these, I'll put them right in inventory for you. Oh, we got walls.
Hub Upgrade 2, Power and Shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fixit technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 3.
And see, as you can see, these actually stop working once they... So I'm just going to pick this one up. I'm just going to go ahead and start mining this too, because we'll eventually need to start mining this. And I think this was impure, which sucks. It is. And now I think we did get access to, oh, just power lines. So we don't even have, we have a smelter, but we need to get all the other stuff first. So I don't know if it's really productive to do like a smelter without having anything else to set it up with. And is it really dark in here? I don't remember it being this dark. Maybe because I don't have it upgraded yet. All right, what's 3? I'm gonna have to go find copper. Copper's not scannable yet, though, is it? Oh, it is. And it's all the way up on the hill? And how do I get up there? See, this is the worst part of playing in the early game, is like trying to figure out how to do anything. And this is how you end up dying a lot too, is you're gonna try to like find things and then you're like, oh my god, how do I get up there? And plus I don't have a map. There's a blue slug over here that I saw, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick you up. I'm sure there's a enemy around here, but or there's poison flowers or something. Yeah, there was a hog. I can't build anything yet to get up there. So maybe this wasn't the best starting point. We might have to move sooner, now that we can scan other things. I see another... Or was that just a glitch in the matrix there? I thought I saw something else glowing over here. What is this? That's impure. How do I get up here? Those are impure. Okay, this is going to get really irritating if... But that's part of the fun of the game, though. Let's just get rid of you, because you're going to drive me crazy walking around. Like I said, I don't care if you guys don't like the fact. I mean, even the developer said that was never part of the game. Well, at least it's a normal one. Is there another hog over here or something? All right, let's grind out some copper. Where are we at, 50? So something else you can do too is you hit M. Oh, I mean N. Okay, I think something's not working here. Hold on. Maybe I don't have access to it yet. Let's just grind some of this out. So there's no way up here, is there, from here, without having... Oh, wow. Foundation. Oh. I think we're just going to have to take the fall damage. Oh, I think I scraped the wall long enough to not take fall damage. That's kind of a secret. If you stick close to the wall, you don't seem to take fall damage. Feels like we're moving so slow. And I just like to keep those in there so that way I don't forget anything. So once again, let's grind out some of this stuff. Once again, there's a lot of grind in early game, especially if you do this with the beginning like we're doing. So just bear with me. Yeah, and I love how it makes you have to do a copper resource without even being able to scan for copper. I don't know when even that became available. That just kind of snuck up on me.
Hub Upgrade 3, Interior Furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
So we still don't have the miner. We don't need the crafting bench because it's inside the hub here. So we don't have any conveyor belts or anything. So it's like I don't even see the point of trying to even make these yet. Because, you have to power it off of this, which this gives off nothing. This gives you a whole 20 megawatts. And I mean, this is 4, that's 4. So you can set up 5. So you only get, you can only set up 5 of these. And you have to load them all manually. So it's like, I don't see the point. I mean, until we can actually make our own biomass burners, I don't see the point. So let's keep upgrading the hub here. So see, I knew we would need concrete. So let's go grab some limestone. Oh, I should have put a miner up on the... Dang it. Oh, I already had some on me. Idiot. Oh, why are you running? What are you running from? I mean, this game is just beautiful. I could just sit here and watch this stuff. It's just amazing. They did such an amazing job with this game. And more grinding. Grind, 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 grind. That's all that sound is. Grind, 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 grind. Grind, 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 grind. We are grinding. And then we need 75. And if you just hit the space bar, it'll just keep crafting. You don't have to touch anything. You can hold the space bar down, or if you really want to hold and click this, you can. But I just hit the space bar once, and it just does this for you. So we need 75 plates. Now, I always believe in overproducing at first, because you're going to run out of this stuff all the frickin' time until you can get your basic factories set up, which I might get done in this episode. But like I said, you do so much dang grinding in this game to start with, just trying to get your hub built. And I see why a lot of those people skip this part, because this really is grindy. But I don't mind the grind. I think it's fun to kind of, there's no way around it. You have to figure out the game anyways. This is a good way to figure out the game. Burp. Hold on. And then we need 20 of the cables. Now this is 1 for 1. Wire is 1 for 2. And then cables is 2 for 1. So basically it's 1 for... You get 1 for 1 after everything's said and done. Because this, one of these makes one of these makes 2 of those, but then 2 of those makes 1. So oh, I clicked the wrong one. Yep, 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 yep. Can you hear my cables rustling? I'll just go ahead and bring this to 100. Good enough. Let's get that going. Oh, I forgot to... Now, concrete is 3-1, so that can be a little rough at first. Yay.
Hub Upgrade 4, Landing Platform and Utilities, completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 5.
Oh, we didn't do the... So what do we want to make our character? The bug eyes? Big head? So these are all just different colors, right? The golden gun. We'll just do that. All right, where are we at? Next upgrade. Upgrade 5. So select it. We have pretty much almost, no. We need a lot of stuff. So once again, let's start grinding. Grind, 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 grind. I don't know if I'm even gonna get this first episode or this first upgrade done. I think there's like 10 for the hub to get the hub upgraded. This could take a while. I wish I could do multiples of these. So I need 75 of those, 50 of those. I might have to go get some more. I need that copper thing closer. That's a nightmare. Concrete's good. Now another thing you can do, especially in the early game here, where you're hurting for inventory space, is you can just go ahead and click on this and then select that, and it'll put them in there for you. So like these right here, I can put them in there, and then I can have a. Here's what I actually see. If you see up here, this is what I actually still need. So that's a nice thing, because once again, inventory space is prime in the early game, especially in this early, because you only have a few spots. We're gonna have to get more copper. So irritating. I wish it was closer. I guess I probably should have explored more. But like I said, I'm still so new to this game that it's very confusing. I mean, I'm sure I probably could have explored more and found better nodes, but or I could have cheated and used the map and found better nodes, but I wanted to act like I first played the game, like I've been doing, and just figuring things out for myself. And sometimes that's not the best method, but you know what? It's good enough. I mean, I think we're going to have enough copper just for this, but then we're going to barely have enough, it looks like. because 2 of those makes 1 of these, so we'll have just enough. Which means we're going to have to head back to that copper. I might bring one of the miners and just stick it on there, because then you get 100 of them real quick. Maybe put a couple of miners on there. I mean, you're going to need the miners anyways, because you have to use them to build the actual miners. So it's not like it hurts to have the extra miners in your inventory. Portable miners, I mean, in your inventory, because you need them for the regular miners anyways. So it's not going to hurt. I guarantee you, like, the next upgrade, there's going to be screws and wires, cable, probably a little bit of everything. So yeah, we probably should go put a couple of miners on that copper node. I wish it was closer. But that's part of the game, you know, figuring this stuff out. But we can get this done. Boom, boom, upgrade. Yay.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Yeah, because... do I have 2 of these now at least? So you at least have 2 of these, but the problem is there's only 20. These are 20. So that's 40. So that's 40 total megawatts. 1 miner is 5. That's a lot when you only have 40 available. So that's 5. The smelter is 4, so that's 9. I mean, you don't really have to use the constructor this early. Luckily, storages and conveyor belts don't need power. But yet, I mean, I need the biomass generators. I just don't see a reason to... So, how much are... let's just go ahead and do 5 more of those. And I think we're just going to have to make the walk. Or do I just go ahead and put a miner up there and just try to bring the conveyor belt down? Because, I mean, at least if I can bring the conveyor belt down, that would solve a lot of the issues I'm having. Oh, I did 8. But I don't think there's any way... See, it looks like I can walk right up there. Because it's over there. Or could I just walked up there and I just didn't see it? Oh my god, I feel like an idiot. I could have just walked right up here. Wow. Well, like I said, I'm gonna fail a lot at this game, so I hope you guys don't mind too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick a couple of these on here. I see another slug over here. We'll just go ahead and mine this since it's already sitting here. love how it explodes. And once again, once we get the actual biomass burners, I mean, we're probably going to have to just run around for an hour picking up. Now, one thing I did notice when I was playing this the first time, oh, look, there's even a drop pod. When I was playing this the first time, I walked past all of this stuff because I was just so intertwined with trying to find supplies and everything that I just bypassed all of this stuff. And then when I actually started exploring, it was like, wow, I just walked right past all of this stuff. So that needs power, and I forgot to pick. We can pick up a bunch of supplies here, which is nice to have early game. What's up, buddy? What's up, doggo? I don't have any way to store a doggo yet, and I don't want to have him keep running around on me. Where did my... You don't realize how much you need the map until you don't have the map. Oh my god, what am I doing? How did I get so far, like, away from there? Like I said, not having the map really sucks. This is why early game, it's kind of rough because, yeah. And we're just going to go ahead and fill our inventory spots. We're going to run out of inventory real quick here. So our inventory is full. Where did I come up from? I am so dumb. Walked all the way around that first time for nothing. But yeah, we're just going to fill up an inventory and then we'll just put it in our storage bin. Because we have too much stuff in our storage. Well, we're not going to need those anytime soon. You are not going to need motors anytime soon. Oh, I didn't select the upgrade. So here we're going to get biomass burners plus inventory, thank God. Alright, so we need 100, 100. And once again, you can just click on this and start clicking on these, and at least you kind of know where you're at. So we need more pipes, and we need, obviously, more copper. So once again, let's grind. I mean, I could build the stuff, but it takes the same amount of time, and plus you have no power right now, so I think it's easier just to do it this way. Maybe I'm wrong. Because once we get the burners, we can set up a very minor factory type of biomass power plant, which would be, it'll be very crude at first. I mean, my main objective though is just to get past this first hub upgrading part, because once you get past that, then you start getting all the other milestones and stuff that you can really do. This is more of the early game, grind it out, try to figure the game out type of stuff. I think most people skip this part. because it is very grindy. Very, very grindy. But other than that, I just wish we found better iron nodes. That's just gonna suck. Yeah, so I don't think uh, we're gonna have to wait till we get a little further along in the game, and then we're probably gonna have to go find better nodes. I mean, maybe once we get the map and we can actually map things out, we can find better nodes because there's better areas than this. I mean, the starter area I had in my first little walkthrough I was doing by myself, I had like 3 good iron nodes, copper nodes, limestone nodes, and there was a lot of stuff there. This, I mean, I probably should have just explored more, but I wanted to get going on the game. So that's one thing you could probably figure out for your when you're doing it yourself is early game. It's probably better to just do a bunch of exploring, unless you just want to get this part over with first, like I'm doing now. All right, hold on. So another reason I don't like to have aggressive animals, so I just had to make some phone calls, and I just left the game like this, but the game is still going. Like the game doesn't really pause. And I don't know how many times I would come back and find myself dead because some random animal spawned in. Like I hear a hog somewhere. And, they find you and they kill you. And then it's like, really? So, yeah, that's. If you don't like the fact I'm playing it that way, I'm still new to this game, so it drives me up a wall. I mean, it was fun playing it with aggressive animals, but, you know, maybe when I get better at this game and play it longer, I'll play with that back on. But like when you're in the early game too, like this, and you come across like an alpha animal, I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you're so helpless early in the game. I mean, yeah, it teaches you how to fight the animals and everything, but that was never really supposed to be part of the game. Which, if you watch the developers' videos, they even say that. That was never really supposed to be like the key part of the gameplay was, getting attacking animals and stuff. I mean, you can make it that way, but I just I just want to play the game. And like I said, and I was thinking about it too while I was making those phone calls. I am not going to make this my starter base because of all the impure nodes around me. That's just not efficient. So I might just try to get to the point where we get the map so then I can find better nodes because this is going to be too much of a struggle. The impure nodes just don't allow you to um, get full resources. I don't even know if I can build a miner. I think I don't. Yeah. So if we. So just to show you how this. Well, this one's normal, so that's not bad. But if we just build this real quick, you only get 60 per minute. And if we can find pure ones, that's 120. Because right now we cannot clock anything over with the slugs and all that we're collecting. We can't do that research yet. And if I could, obviously that's not a big deal. We can just overclock these. But I mean, 60 per minute is a little bit of a struggle. And I think it would be better to just, let's get to like the map and then we can go find a new home and an actual starter base situation. Oh, I thought I created enough. What do I need? 20, 25? But yeah, this is kind of how the game is when you first start off. A lot of grinding. Oh. And a lot of forgetting that you're doing things. Upgrade. Yay.
Hub Upgrade 6, Landing
Oh,
Platform Hydraulics, completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It Pioneer.
yeah.
Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate Project Assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
So that's basically building the hub. So the hub is now complete. We basically finished the first part of the game, which means now we have access to tier 1. So there's only 6. I thought there was more. But we need this damn map. We need the map. We need the map. So, because I don't want to start building bases and stuff around this, I'd rather find a better area where these are all closer together, so my copper's not over there. Than I have, because I think both of these are impure. I need to get some more of this anyways. But just being stuck around impure stuff. So like, let's pick this up real quick. So if we put a miner on an impure node, the problem is, see, we only get 30. That's harsh. I don't mind if this was just a normal one, but impure it's just too much of a grind in an early game. So I'm definitely not going to be using this as a beginner base. I say we just get the map going and then we just go do some exploring. So let's go get the map. Let's go ahead and select that. So we need screws and looks like a lot more copper. And we're definitely going to need more iron. And can we dump any of this stuff? Let's just go ahead and dump our leaves and wood in there. We'll keep the berries. I want to get some doggos, but right now that's just not feasible. So we need to grind out some iron plates, and we need screws, which involve rods. And then, of course, we need these, which are... So 3 makes... Oh, there's a jet flying over my house. I thought it was in the game. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Wow. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I have the jet fighters are flying over the house again. I live near a military base. Don't worry, it's not. They've been doing a lot of flybys lately. But yeah, I figure I'll end this episode when we get a map, and maybe we'll go do some exploring to find some better nodes. And I think we'll call this episode good because we got the hub done. So we have the basics to start a starter base, but we need to find a better place because, like I said, these resource nodes are not the best. I could set up some really simple stuff right now, but this takes just as long. I mean, it's, what's the old saying? 6.5 dozen one or the other. You know, by the time it takes me to set everything up, get all the biomass, because the biggest problem using biomass burners is you have to collect all that stuff. And right now it's so inefficient because we can't make, all we can make is biomass. And these are not the most efficient compared to like solid biomass, which we'll get later. So at first, I just have no problem sitting here grinding this out. The screws are going to take forever. But I say we get the plates done and then we can start knocking the screws out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about doing live streams during the day. So like when I'm playing right now, and I'm gonna play now for the next few hours, and I'm just gonna record my gameplay. But I can also do this live if people really want to watch live, and um, I can always save the whole recordings and post those, and then split up those recordings into like 20-minute kind of highlights. Basically skipping a lot of this out of it because this is like you know I've probably spent half an hour now just sitting here watching this stuff grind out here. And once again, when you're in this early game where you don't have a lot of inventory space, after you get enough of your milestones done, just go ahead and dump them in the computer there, and it frees up your inventory. Now, granted, these I think you can have 500 in your inventory, but some items, as you can see, you can only have 100. So if I just turn around, go here, we can just click on these, frees up inventory. We're definitely going to need more of this stuff. I might just kind of fill up my inventory with all of this so we can just grind out all the screws there, because that's going to take a minute. But I mean, for me to set up all the stuff, to make all this stuff manually, then I'm still just going to be sitting here. That's what I discovered when I was playing my other game, trying to figure this game out, was that even if you take the time to build all this stuff, you still have to wait for all of it to be made. So, it's, like I said, it is what it is. And plus, this is not going to be my home village or whatever. We're definitely not going to keep this as our starter base because the nodes are just horrible. They're too far away and they're not easily accessible. So after we get the map, we're gonna find a new home. And like I said, I think that's where we'll cut this episode, finding a new home, because that's probably gonna take a while. Dun, 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 dun. And I need more drinks, and I'm out of drinks. As we sit here grinding. Now, what are screws? So it takes 5 of those to make 4. So if we need 300, $75? That doesn't seem right. Or maybe it does. Okay, so maybe it does. Why do you question yourself sometimes? You knew the math. So basically what I did there is this is 1 for 1, but then for one of these you get 4, so I divided 300 by 4, which gives me 75, which equals 300, which is how many we need. God, you're dumb sometimes. And like this is 3 to 2, so if we divide 2 by 100, I need 50 iron plates. Or, yeah, I know what I was trying to say there. Don't listen to me. That was... yeah, we won't talk about what I just said. Now, of course, the only other problem though is if I destroy this, well, demolish this um, hub, I'm probably gonna leave a crate because I don't have enough inventory. I think I will get 6 more inventory slots though when I do the field research. Anything that can give you more inventory, you definitely want to research those right away. Wait, what did I just do there? Oh, I have reinforced iron plates. That's why I was confused. Okay, so I still need 50. I forgot I picked up those reinforced iron plates there. Dun, dun, dun. And like I said, if I were to just go ahead and build the miners and the producers and all that stuff, I could have easily gotten through this, but then I would just be sitting here doing nothing. So it's just a matter of how you want to play. But since I know I'm not making this my home base, I don't feel like I really want to sit here and create all this stuff. Like I said, I don't already have enough storage. I'm going to be leaving a... I'll probably end up leaving a... When you run out of storage, they give you an overflow type crate. I forgot what it's called all of a sudden. I think I said it the first time. An assembler crate or something like that. And then what you can do with that is... I mean, you can just leave it there. And luckily, it's kind of like an infinite source. So as long as you have it there, if you keep running out of inventory, it'll just keep going there. The only problem is, though, is if you have one on the ground, whenever you do demolish something else, everything will go back to that. So you do need to eventually delete it or start over. Now, I know there is some tricks using those crates to get a lot of stuff moved fast, and I'll probably go over that later once we get to that point, because it's an easy way to move a bunch of inventory really fast. And let's go. Boom. Bye-bye.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
What was that game? Portal? Oh my god, what was... Gladys. Does Ada remind you of Gladys? Something about the cake, right? God, I haven't played that game in forever. I actually got Portal 2 for free back when the PlayStation Network got hacked or something, and they gave you like a bunch of free games you could pick. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this down too so we can get some basic research out of the way. But yeah, we do have a map now. Oh, thank God. So now we can find ourselves. Now, I don't think there's really anything we can research. We could get some of that out of the way. So let's go ahead and just pick a bunch of this stuff back up. I think I can research those too. Let's just get a bunch of these little researches out of the way too, because I know there's some inventory slots we can use.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Now, unfortunately, I didn't find any other bugs or enemies yet, so I can't undo this one because this would give me. This is what I want inventory. We do have some of this on us, right? Yep, so let's research that. This will make it discoverable. I think it makes it discoverable.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Yeah, because like quick wire becomes a really good thing to get. And then, of course, we're going to want zip line later because zip lines are always good. We can research these.
This fruit, dubbed the beryl nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
And then we'll go ahead and scan these. And I don't have any of the bacon mushrooms yet.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
And we can also do a power slug research.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
Now, this is something we definitely want to get into quick too, is this overclocking ability. Because then we can make the power shards, which then we can overclock or even underclock. I mean, sometimes it's better to underclock stuff too. We'll go into that when I get to that point. But this is definitely something we want to get into. And like I said, we want storage. So I need to find some more animals and kill them. So that way we can get more storage here. And the nice thing too about the MAM is you can demolish this and it doesn't affect wherever you are with research. So like whenever you find a crash site like we did over there, you know, you can build a MAM real quick, put the hard drive in, disable it. Now, like I said, I think it's time for us to go for a journey. Because we need to find better nodes. So if I search for iron again, why is everything impure? Does it scan out further? It seems like when you first start this game, this does not scan out like farther or something. I mean, look at these are all impure. It like only scanned this area. Usually when you hit the scanner, you get stuff everywhere. So obviously that's something that, hello. How about copper? That's normal. That's normal. What is with all this impure stuff? There's like a lot of... I don't know what that temp means. I see that every once in a while, but that says impure too. That's crazy. How about limestone? And those are both impures. These are normals, impures. I think we're just gonna have to do some exploring. Like I said, the only thing that sucks though is I don't have enough storage, so I'm gonna end up leaving a crate, and I probably should go pick up all my miners, which means we're gonna have to do a lot of walking. Did I already pick that one up? Oh yeah, I did. I mean, I could just leave these here if I wanted to. I mean, I think technically I can build another hub, right? No, you can only build one, so that's going to be a problem. So we might just have to leave all this here for now, go exploring, and at least I know where it is because it stays here. If I take this down, then I'll lose all this space. So I'll just leave all this here. Let's go ahead and try to dump some storage because we're going to find other cool stuff. We don't need to bring any. I'll bring that. Let's not bring the important stuff here. We'll keep the miners. Iron plates I'm not going to need for anything. Well, you know what I should do? Bring some more accessories with us. But yeah, we need to find... We're just going to have to go exploring. We're just going to have to do it. Because I am not going to make a starter base here with all of this stuff being where it is. It just doesn't make logistical sense for a starter base. Is this copper? So we have copper, we have iron, we have some limestone. I don't need to bring deuterium. I mean, technically I don't need to bring any of this or this. I think that's enough to get us in trouble. Because one thing we will have to build is a workshop, which luckily that's easy to build. A MAM. Oh, that requires iron. The reinforced plates. We could build our own iron, our reinforced plates, but let's just bring those with us. But yeah, I think we're just gonna have to freaking explore. And it looks like we should head in this general direction. I mean, here's water, which probably means there'd be some coal over there. Once again, I have not explored any of this enough. But if we leave the MAM here, at least we know where it is. But I say, let's just go over to this area first. It's really close by. See if there's anything. I don't know why the scanner doesn't seem to be scanning as far as... I mean, I thought it scanned further. There must be something that scans further that I just didn't know about when I was first playing this. I mean, I want to get this too. That's another inventory slot. Maybe we just knock this one out too. Maybe we just get obstacle clearing out of the way, because solid biofuel makes your resource your biomass burners. Plus we get inventory. Let's knock this out. 500 screws. So let's put everything back in inventory. What about copper? Yeah, so let's get the inventory slots, and we'll get the chainsaw so we can cut down trees. Plus we can make solid biomass, which will make our biomass burners a bazillion times more efficient than regular grass and leaves and turning it into biomass. It burns so much better for power ratios and all that. So what is this again? So this makes 2, and then 2 makes 1. So if I need 100 of them, I need 200 of these. And those are 1 to 2, so that means I just need to do 50 of those. So when this gets to 200, then we can make our 100 cables. And then screws was 4 to 1. So for 500, So 500 divided by 4, we need 125. I always forget that it does that. I wish you could keep doing that. Um, what are they trying to say? So we'll get that to 200. Look at that, we can actually make a power shard already. And some protein. Oh, what am I doing? I already have a... See, this is why... So early in the game, I forget to do this stuff. So look at that. We already had all that done. I was wasting my time. Oh, well. And then screws. We need 500, which was, what, 125 of these? And then we will head out to find some better... I mean, if we can find pure, that would be awesome. That would really jumpstart the starter base. Make things a lot easier getting started. I wouldn't even mind if it was all normal stuff. I can find the pure stuff later. I just don't like having all the impure stuff around me, and plus everything's kind of scattered. I just don't feel it's a good starter base location. I mean, I think it's a good location to build on. It's just, it's not good enough. I don't know how to say that properly without sounding too screwy here. Oh, let's go ahead and... So this should give us our 500 screws. But once again, if you research the stuff right away to get you inventory. You need inventory. You don't realize how bad your inventory is until you really start, like, especially when we're trying to get biomass and cleaning up trees and stuff and bushes, and you just fill up your inventory so fast. So anything you can do to get inventory slots right away definitely is a huge, huge thing to start with. God, the ambient sounds in this game are just absolutely crazy. I mean, it sounds like I'm in Jurassic Park or something right now. It's just, they really thought this game through. They really did. I need some water. I hope that wasn't too loud. Might have to edit that. We are grinding, grinding. But yeah, the chainsaw will really help us get a lot of the biomass we need. You know, this game is just so... You can kind of go whatever direction you really want. But one of the things I realized was trying to make my my starter factories with biomass was great, but having to stop every like few minutes and then going on a spree basically to go find yay.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month?
No.
You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
So now you can see we got 6 more extra inventory slots, which is awesome. Um, Once again, the main thing we need to be able to do is build a workshop, which requires rods, and a MAM, which requires that, which we already got. So let's go ahead and make a few more of these. No, not those. Let's go ahead and make some more iron rods just to have in the inventory. I think we'll dump a couple of things in the storage box, and then we are going to explore to find a better starter base home. So that way we can actually create a good starter base and a good starting point, and we can start automating all of this stuff so I'm not sitting here looking at this screen for hours on end. Oh, let's go ahead and knock some of these out. Because like I said, early game, this is what you do. And I mean, I could build the miners and all that stuff, but with how long it all takes in the beginning. Oh, I just took all my iron plates. Oh no, I used all my ingots. Well, that was fine. You don't need these in your inventory. Okay, so let's just dump a couple of these in there. We won't bring those. Do I have any copper? I got limestone, which I can just turn that into concrete because that's pointless to carry limestone. There's really nothing else you use limestone for other than concrete, so it's better just to go ahead and knock it out into concrete. I think concrete's 500 on a stack. Here comes the pod. Now, I think before we go exploring again, so is there any... Okay, so there's no more tiers that involve, but we got obstacle clearing, so we got the inventory, only 3. I thought it was 6. But we got the chainsaw, which we need to make some bio... Let's just go ahead and do that. So you need fuel for your chainsaw. So we'll just go ahead and turn this into biofuel, which will turn into solid biofuel, because this is much more efficient when it comes to burning your, or like using your chainsaw or anything. I think these can only be stacked at 100. This is definitely a slow process. It's nice I can already make power shards. I can't believe. So like when I was first kind of playing this game, kind of figuring out how to play it, I didn't realize how many slugs and Mercer spheres and drop pods and all that stuff I just kept walking right by and not paying attention because you're so focused on everything else. You're not focused on that part of the game. Which reminds me, I think we should go get that drop pod before we go too far. Let's go do that. Because we can make that drop pod, I believe. Barely. We'll figure it out when we get there. Because it just needed power. And biomass burners give off... Oh, so I need 2 of them. Unbelievable. Pick up some biomass on the way up there. Some leaves and... Of course, now I have to remember where that drop pod was. Oh, come on. I think it was this way. Because that's where the slug was. Because I think it was up here. And the slug was over there. And so it should be... Yay! I'll just go ahead and get these guys out of the way here just so I don't gotta listen to you guys rumbling. Granted, this is the only thing that sucks, though, is when you play on passive, they really run away. They do not want to come back. What are you doing? Where'd the other guy go? There you are. And this will give us a lot of good supplies, too, because you can break these down. Where is it? So this needs 40. So that's just 2 burners. Do I have enough to do this? It really doesn't matter. I just need 2 of you. And then I think if we just put 1 power pole, we can just put power to here, and then power you to there. And then if we just, hello? E. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out. I just need to put a couple in there. So that should be enough power to open that. Yay! There's our first hard drive.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
So one of the best things to do is after you get a hard drive, go to your special, click on your MAM, just go ahead and build it real quick, because all of these take 10 minutes. So once it's going, you then can do this, and it keeps going. And then also the cool thing is you can dismantle these, and look at the good amount of supplies we get from doing that. So always make sure you do that. I thought there was another creature over here that I missed. Oh, there's a doggo, but I don't want to get doggos just yet because I have no way to keep them around. There is a sphere up there. There's a Mercer sphere up there. I'm sure there's something good over there with all those poison doohickeys. So there's our miner. So we need to not fall down from there. Yeah, we're not going to worry about the space elevator until we get our starter base up and running. So let's see if I want to just drop some stuff off here that I'm not going to need. And you can do the whole crouch jump thing, and it does move you faster. I just forget about doing it. Let's go ahead and just take you out of there, take you out of there. I don't need anything to do with motors yet, or copper sheets. Those are further along in the game. I think that's enough to do some exploring. So I think we should head in, what do you think, this direction? I'm just going to head straight. Let's go this way. So this is the fun part of the game, where now it's like, let's find another new home base, or a real home base, where we can actually get a good start on the game. there is water right here. So usually by water you'll find good stuff. Usually. Is that oil? Or was that just a shadow? That was a shadow. I thought maybe there was oil already. There's a slug right there. Impure. Wow. That's just so harsh. Like I said, the nice thing is, though, since we kept the hub there, at least we know where it is. I was going to deconstruct it, but then I was like, well, wait a second. First off, I'll have all my storage messed up. Is that containing? Yeah, we don't care about that. These birds are hilarious. Is that a drop pod? It is not. So I wonder, now that I'm further away, so there's a pure one. I have never seen so many impure. That's crazy. Oh, I see a crash pod. And see, like these bigger hogs, these things will start just screwing you up big time. Like, he doesn't even care that I'm hitting him. But you come across this guy. Oh my god. Um, why is it all the way out in the water? Is that where I need? And it needs power. So how about this? Let's just go ahead and put a question mark. Let's just put a question mark there. I can't do anything with that. I think I'll just leave all this stuff. This stuff is way too advanced for me to need. Well, iron plates I'll take. We'll just leave all this. Like, I mean, I really don't need beams. Oh, there's more plates. Alright, where'd that iron ore go? That was right over here somewhere. Now, I mean, one pure iron ore node, if it's surrounded by other really good stuff, could be a good thing. Uh-oh. Interesting. So let's attempt to follow this. So our research is done. So what did we get? See,
Hard
that's
drive analysis completed.
that's a good one.
Alternative recipe
That
selection
won't be.
available in the MAM.
So the nice thing is too is you do not have to like pick these. You can just save these here, but this would definitely, the cast screws is going to be a big one though, because it only takes iron. Because to make cast screws, you know, you got to first you need the iron, and then you got to make the rods, and then you make the screws. So this is definitely going to be a good one to get. But you don't have to click on these right away. You can save those for when you actually need them in case something else comes up in the meantime. But yeah, that'll definitely save us a lot of time. I was hoping that was the inventory slot one. I mean, I'm already getting filled up here. So and I love how they give you these warnings. You've been playing for 2 hours. I actually have not been playing for 2 hours because I like stopped for a half hour to make phone calls. But thanks for reminding me. That is crazy. We need to find better stuff. I didn't even see that. There's a pure one over here. And see, it didn't even pick. This scanner thing must get better or something with time, because I don't remember. I remember when I would scan things, it would tell me like things were so far away. So I don't know what that means. If anybody wants to help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. Because it seemed like when I used to scan things, like it would show everything that was way out here. I mean, is this the world border right here? I mean, am I all the way at the end of the map or something? I don't know where I'm at right now. There's a Mercer sphere. Can we get up there? Probably not. Or do we have to parkour it? It's not good to do a lot of parkour at the beginning of this game because one wrong move and you're falling down the side of a cliff. I mean, that is water, so that's good. And plus, when you're doing stuff like this, you run into, like, this guy here. Yeah, I was going to say a spitter. I have a feeling if I hit you, you're going to go flying. And I'd rather get your...
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Ooh, ooh. We're going to head that direction. Look at all those pure nodes. So where's my little rock? Let's just put this randomly right there. Oops. Did I put 2 of them? I did. So let's go ahead and highlight that. So if you just click on it and highlight it, we can go find that. And also I noticed that out there, but I don't think there's a way I can get up there. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but whenever you get close to Mercer spheres, they make a lot of noise, and then they actually start talking and stuff. Like, look through the window.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
So we got drop pods everywhere over here. But see, that's up on a cliff. I don't think I can get to it. Isn't there a way to, like, so I'll just put a question mark on it, so that way I remember where it is. And then if we go back over here, oh, it's Alt. So go to the map. We'll put another question mark right there. I didn't highlight that, did I? No. So I think what we're going to do too is go ahead and put you back up here. And then now we can research this, right? Which will give us access to make these, which means we can do
The
that.
remains researched belong
Once again.
to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
So when it comes to doing the fauna here, you just need to get 2 of these, and then you can unload this, which means then you can get that. So this is, once again, inventory is key. Let's go ahead and do this since we're here.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
So, can we jump into water without damaging ourselves? Where did that node? There it is. Am I on a cliff? Pretty much. Looking for any slugs or more drop pods. Now these here can still harm you even if you're playing in this mode, because what happens is they dump out those little flies. They won't attack you, but if you do jump into them.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
See, I don't think there's a way. I hear, is that a Mercer sphere? Something's near me. There might be a cave, and it's below me. There's usually, yeah, there's one up there. Oh, there's a Mercer sphere. Hey, buddy. And see, this is like an alpha one right here. Or it's more of a stronger one, I should say. I don't even know if I can get up there. Oh, oh, oh. Are you going to talk to me before I get you? You going to say anything?
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Now, is this going to be a good starter base location? It looks cool. Pure. How many of them are over here? So that one's pure. There's another one too, right? And that one's pure. Do I still have the... So I just want to show you why I want to do a pure. It's because even with the Mark 1 miner, that's 120. Which is more than enough. So, this could be a good starter base location here. As we have 3 nodes relatively close by. Now, the big thing is there any copper? Oh, there is. Ow. And it's pure. Oh, wow. This might be a good home here. Is that on a cliff? Um, and is there any limestone nearby? A pure and a pure. Wow. This is a great starting place, if I do say so. Let's go see. Oh, there's a yellow slug. I don't think I can get to that. I think I found our starter base. Yeah, there's no way I can get to that. Ooh. What's up, buddy? Go away. You're blocking my area. Pure. And where is... Ooh, there's a blue one. Can I get up there? Probably not. But we're going to have to do some deforestation in here to get some sunlight in here. But yeah, we even have... And that's pure. Wow, this is one heck of a starting area. So I think that is going to be the end of this episode. Because we just found ourselves like a little holy grail of pure nodes in here. I guess the only other thing would be... That doesn't matter. These are the only 3 that matter. Yeah, so we have 2 limestone nodes there, and they're both pure. So let me go find this one too. Oh, I already have one on there. I guess it's kind of a walk, isn't it? Let's just see where it's located. The nice thing about these is these are kind of the set it and forget it type of the limestone stuff. Is just you just put a miner on it, put a constructor on it, get yourself some concrete. I mean, later in the game it'll become a big deal. Oh, don't tell me you're at the bottom of a hill or something. Are you at least up here? Pure. That is awesome. Ooh, there's a sluggo. I don't know if I can get back up from there though. In the early game, it's just so scary to really explore because you don't have like the resources yet to like get out of bad places. So can we go? Yeah, we can go down here. Let's see what else we can find down here. So like here's a bigger spitter. Yeah, whenever there's monsters around, you know that there's something good hiding around. Let's go get this slug over here since I... Is there anything else fun over here? What are you? Shh. I even like how you leave footprints. I mean, they thought of everything. I mean, look at that. This game is just so beautiful. Oh. Is there anything else hiding over here? So we're going to need probably platforms to get to that. Yeah, this is a beautiful area that we can make one heck of a starting base on. I think that is going to be our plan. Ooh, there's quartz. I will take the...
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
See, the nice thing is now that we found that chunk of quartz is now we can make it scannable, so then we can find quartz. Now, most of the pure quartz is going to be in a cave. I don't think I've ever found pure quartz outside of a cave. And caves suck. It's we got blue ones, we got yellow ones. That's just regular copper. Is that more quartz over here? Yeah, we want to... Hello. We're going to research that so we can get it scannable. Anything else hiding over here? Since, I mean, we seem to be having some good luck here. Who cares about that? But yeah, I think we found ourselves our starter base location, and we're going to have to clean all this up. And see, there's just no way I can go get that right now. I don't have the... Is that sulfur? Ah, I was hoping it was sulfur. Look at that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, and we'll start on the next video in... I think I just screwed up my window too. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. So this is where we're going to build our home base. We're going to knock all this down and deforestize it so we can deforest the forest and prioritize our starter base with all these pure nodes around us, which is awesome. So that's it for now. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Leave any comments of things I screwed up on or anything you guys would like to see. Other than that, all right. See ya.